was. Now, I'm not asking you, did you come from your grandma, but is you built how your grandmother was? That's food for thought. Yo, and at the same time, I also say this, Jada. A lot of men have gotten to that point where they're saying, we're not gonna take this bullshit. No. Like, a lot of dudes feel like they can't trust these women. And you can't trust these women these days for sure. You cannot trust these women these days because they moving real sneaky, man. Real sneaky. They got a lot of sneaky links, man. Back with another one. Back with another one. So I'm back with another video. And Jada Cheese.
And you know, lately, like, I always be asking my friends, like, do y'all feel like the value of women to guys have went down, or guys just don't, you know, respect us, appreciate us how they used to back in the 80s and the 90s?
Hey, like I said, show me you are worth it. Show me you are worth it. And when I say me, I just say men. When I say me, I say men in general. If you feel like women are underappreciated or undervalued, I mean, show me that you're worth it. Show me that you ain't out here moving in these streets. Show me that you can, you know, make a home, a house, a home. Show me that you can do it. If you can show me, then I'll believe it. But generally and broadly, a lot of you is just out here just moving and shaking, which means I can't trust you, which drops your value. So once again, show me that you ain't just out here moving and shaking. But I know you out here moving and shaking. Shit.
You know, like, women control the, like, literally, you know, because I could say this now, but I only say that because of status. Like, we making hella money just like these. But as far as a man literally worshiping the ground a woman walk on, it's kind of rare these days. We running out of that. And it's kind of scary in society today. And I don't know, I might piss a lot of people off talking about this, but this is just conversations I be having with my friends.
You said you have it with your friends. I'm questioning, and in my mind I'm wondering, are you having these conversations with female friends, or are there male friends in that conversation? And when I say male friend, I mean straight male friends. Because if you're just having these with just females, and more 9 times out of 10, these are females that are by themselves, it's like you preaching to a choir. When you think, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. But I would say if you're gonna have these type of conversations, have several men in the conversation where they can ask, where they can respond and give you an idea. Okay, well, maybe this is that, or maybe this is the reason that this. But I guarantee you, it's a room full of females that's been single or are single and trying to figure out why they ain't in a relationship. I can give you a reason why a lot of those females aren't in relationships. And I don't even got to see not one of them. I can give you the 5 reasons. Matter of fact, if y'all want a video on 5 reasons of why women are single these days, I will give you the 5 reasons. Comment down below if you want me to give you those 5 reasons. It might be about 7 or 8, honestly, but I give you 5 reasons why women are single.
But guys don't appreciate us. I don't know. I don't know what it is. This might be just something I talk about on maybe the first topic I talk about on my podcast, because I don't know. It's just a little weird these days. It's like we gotta fight for a spot in these lives, or they want to put. I don't know. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna save this for my podcast because I know I got a podcast coming out. Yeah, we all about to be acting normal. I got a podcast coming. Stay tuned. But yeah, I don't know. That's gonna be the first topic I talk about though, because it's real different out here. But we do run the world for sure. We control the world. I feel like the reason it's spinning. Women are taking over day by day, and that's just all I'm gonna say for now.
You said you were trying to figure out if women are treated with a lot less respect and admiration or whatever than in the 80s and 90s. But I go back a little further, 60s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I asked this question: modern women today, can you do the same things? Ask yourself this question: can you bring to the table the same thing that your grandmother did? Because a lot of y'all don't know how to cook. A lot of y'all don't know how to clean. A lot of them y'all, you know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't know how to do this. But then at the same time, you said women run the world. I remember James Brown said it's a man's world. But it's nothing without. But my point of it is, can you do the same things that your grandma did? Can you honestly say, keep a household together like your grandmother did? Can you do it? You may say, oh, I can do it, but honestly, can you do it? You know what I'm saying? Is your mind and your soul and your body built how your grandmother's is? Now I'm not asking you, did you come from your grandma, but is you built how your grandmother was? That's food for thought. Because at the end of the day, I don't think you are. There are very few that can. There are very few, because a lot of modern women these days are lazy as far as when it comes to a relationship. A lot of them are just like indifferent when it comes to a relationship, and they don't show the same type of love and compassion as maybe someone how their grandma showed it to their grandfather. Or you never saw it, so you don't know what it is.
And you know, lately, like, I always be asking my friends, like, do y'all feel like the value of women to guys have went down, or guys just don't, you know, respect us, appreciate us how they used to back in the 80s and the 90s? You know, like, women control like, literally, you know, because I could say this now, but I only say that because of status. Like, we making hella money just like these. But as far as a man literally worshiping the ground a woman walk on, it's kind of rare these days. We running out of that. And it's kind of scary in society today. And I don't know, I might piss a lot of people off talking about this, but this is just conversations I be having with my friends. But guys don't appreciate us. I don't know what it is. This might be just something I talk about on maybe the first topic I talk about on my podcast, because I don't know.
I had to listen to that a couple times, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't understand. I don't understand these little gender wars, men versus women, women versus men. I don't understand it. Like, where does that come from? But in respect to her comments about are men treating women worse now than basically back in the 80s and 90s? Well, I asked the same question since we're going to do this gender thing. Is it the same for how women treat men these days? The problem, and I don't want to make it sound like this, but I got to make it sound like this. The problem with women such as herself and other women around us, let's say getting money around the same or more money as her, is the modern day mentality, but wanting the old school lifestyle. In my opinion, that her whole comment is ridiculous, because you gotta think to yourself, okay, 80s and 90s, you didn't have, you said to yourself, women are making more money now. Yes. So it comes that mentality, the mentality changes when you start making money. It's like, okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example. It's like when you growing up in your parents' crib You got no job, no nothing. They paying for everything. And they say, my house, my rules. Well, when you start making your own money, as far as like a relationship, it's like, damn, now we on equal terms or whatever. And people will say, well, we're supposed to be on equal terms whether I have a job or I don't have a job. I don't think that. If I'm bringing all the cheese, all the cheddar, all the bread to the crib, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit more influence. I should have a little bit more influence. You know what I'm saying? In general. Like, and I'm not saying, yo, I own you in a type of situation, but I don't know. She said appreciation. Like, do women appreciate men as much as they do, as much as they did in the 80s and 90s? I just want to ask the question back. Do women appreciate men as much as women appreciated men back in the 90s? Like, you can't ask for something to be a certain way how it used to be and you want it to be now. Because if that's the case, we need a lot of stuff will be flipped. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't be the same. So you can't ask for more appreciation. I feel like sometimes women get into relationships and they go through bad relationships and then they say, well, I'm not being appreciated. No, you've been appreciated. You chose that type of relationship that you're in. So you want to come back and say, hey, I'm not being treated right because my prior relationships in general, they wasn't good. They didn't treat me as good as I felt like I should have. But did you treat yourself? Did you treat yourself like, hey, this is a relationship in it? And I'm saying on a fact of, in general, most women, is it a relationship that's not based off money? Because today, and I would probably do our time, but today for sure, a lot of relationships are based off money. You get what I'm saying? And most women are not looking for guys that have the great personalities, the great spirit. You know what I'm saying? They bring everything to the table, but not the lavish lifestyle that you want. And in general, if you ask me, I feel like women today are a lot more promiscuous. Meaning they move a lot differently than how they did in the 80s and 90s. You can't really trust these women as today. Today's females are a different breed. So with that comes the idea of, if I can't trust you and I can't trust her, I can't trust her, I'm gonna move around in these streets. You know what I'm saying? In a man's mind, like, I'm not, listen. And then my thing of it is, you appreciation. Okay, what appreciation have you earned? You know, what have you shown me to earn my appreciation? You know what I'm saying? A lot of females want appreciation for the simplest stuff that they should already be bringing to the table. Oh, you can cook? I appreciate it. I can cook too. You clean the house? I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But what? Cause she said you want to worship the ground and one walks home. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't grow up in the 90s. I grew up, and I don't know how she would know, cause she's slightly younger than me, or a few years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how you say 80s and 90s. Are you listening to your mom or your aunties and say this is how it was? I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how dudes treated females back then. That's something you need to ask a few dudes. But I know my uncles them. My Uncle Tony, that man is a whore. He always been that way. And most of the, dudes I know, you know what I'm saying, older dudes, and I have conversation with them, and they were moving in these streets too. You know what I'm saying? You talking about appreciation. I don't know what are you asking for, because people have always cheated, whether it be on the man's side or the female side. People always get treated like dirt on the man's side and the female side. You gotta take what you getting for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta say, hey, in this relationship or the next person I deal with, I will not deal with what I dealt with in my past relationship. Yeah, some things are give and take. But you can't expect somebody to treat you in the way that you want to be treated. They only treat you on how they know how to treat somebody. You know what I'm saying? The only way they've been raised. I don't understand that. Like, you can't act. Bro, there are great guys out here. There are great women out here. You gotta go find those people. They may not bring certain assets to the table as the previous person you deal with. They may not bring that, but they bring the other stuff. You want to be, it might be for Jada, it might be a guy out there who works with the ground you walk on or something like that. He might, you know what I'm saying, do everything you have, but he may not bring the financial part of it to the table. So my question is, would you deal with a man who had less money than you? And if your answer is no, then that shows everything you need to know. That answers your own question. Because there are great guys that may not make as much money as you. There are great guys that may not, you know what I'm saying, be in where you want them to be, or the social status that you want them to be. But if you're looking for a guy that has everything, the money, the da-da-da-da, well, you gotta understand, a lot more comes with that. Because if I'm an influencer, or I'm an entertainer, or I'm somebody with a lot of money, I got 50 million, 100 million, $1 billion, you feel me? I got all this money. I got all these options. You're not the only option. Like, I want women to understand, you're not the only option. And if you can't prove, you can't show me that you're the only option, the only one I need, then I'm cool on you. You may be getting appreciated, but it's not the appreciation that you want. You can't say, hey, I want appreciation. You get appreciation, but it's not, oh, this he not doing what I expected. What are you expecting? What kind of appreciation are you expecting? Because that's my main question. What kind of appreciation are you expecting? When it comes to appreciation, what is appreciation in your eyes? I'm with you, but I'm not with you. You get what I'm saying? I'm with you, but I'm not with you. You get what I'm saying? It's always something in the back of my mind that what if this would have happened? What if that would have happened? So I just say, and I will say once again, what is appreciation in your eyes? Let me listen to it one more time.
Lately, like, I always be asking my friends, like, do y'all feel like the value of women to guys have went down, or guys just don't, respect us, appreciate us how they used to back in the 80s and the 90s?
And you asking for respect. My thing of it is, do you respect yourself enough for him to say, I'm going to respect her in a manner where I don't move in these streets? Do you command that respect, or do you show that you deserve that respect? Nah, like I said, you might have a great personality in general, but in my eyes, hey man, I don't know. I don't know you, but I just know of experiences through life, women want more. You can get them everything that they ask for, but then they want more. Then they want some more. They want more than that. Then to a point where a dude is like, hey man, I'm not finna keep showing you, but when I show you, it's not enough. You can't ask me that. But like I said, if you made it this far in the video, drop a 1 in the chat because you're a real one. In the comment section down below, drop a 1 because you're a real one. You feel me? Like I say, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. Most likely, I will drop a video daily, and if not daily, I will drop a video 3 times a week. So if you subscribe, you get more content like this and much more other content.